Hey, I just did a reading and it ended up being a very love focused reading. So I wanted to do another one for you with a more, with a different topic, I guess. But we'll see what comes through. Nine of Cups. Not starting yet, but we'll accept that energy. Thank you. Your wishes fulfilled and granted, and savoring the sweetness of it all. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, you did say that. Good. Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, kind of in reverse. So, you know, I apologize for this, for the quiet. I'm really just asking internally if this is really what that's about, because it seems so strange that this is the message that would come out. Again, like how very interesting. It's the same energy. But it's not, it's the half of that energy from the other reading. This is like the one person in that reading. Or if it's a male and female, or a partnership, this is one of the partners. And someone's just learning how to have self-respect and boundaries. They're making sure efforts, like slowly but surely, they're moving towards having respect and boundaries in a way that isn't fear-filled and, battle-worn. You're not trying to have boundaries to defend yourself anymore. You're having it, you're building self-respect, and you're moving forward in life and money and titles and all of that other 9-to-5 stuff, but at the same time, things that connect you with the earth. The things that you really enjoy living in. The comfort, the pillows, the nice curtains, the mood lighting, or whatever. Something's coming towards you, and you're very defensive about it. And you have every right to be. But the thing that's coming towards you isn't what's hurting you or what can hurt you, regardless of if it has or hasn't. So it may look like one way where, someone's coming at you with a sword and shield. But it's not that at all. Because she's just not looking at it the right way. There's an aspect of yourself that is growing into maturity. And it's your choice. And you can take as long as you want making that choice. But it's your choice to take that shield and put it into an emblem and a throne. And lead with an open heart, knowing that you've been hurt and it's okay. You got through it, you learned. You can do more next time. Better or worse, you'll get through it. But as the Queen of Pentacles, you find the worth in it. So whatever trauma happened to break your ability to receive, to protect yourself, or to care for yourself, or to give you, a jaded perspective on life. The one that kind of dried you out and you're like, nope, there's no growth there. It's all black and white. Whatever that is, it's your choice to really keep fear as a motivator, or to change the tune of what you're playing. Oh, which reminds me, I hope this isn't too loud. This person coming towards the Queen of Pentacles, and this being one person who's defensive against the partner. So they're being inauthentic by being afraid of what could happen with this other person. And they're taking far too long to see if they can just, maybe eventually something will happen where they can with the way this came out, which was upside down kind of on its side, with the bottom of the deck behind the other, whatever. This whole thing with this, it seems like you're so tired of being tired. Like, this person is holding one stick, has all these others pointed out. They're not even defensive. They're like waiting for the other person to mess up so they can just be like, ha, told you so. It's like a self-defense trap. Like a booby trap. But you've said it for yourself. Like, she's the one telling this person what to do with these sticks. Which would make this person the one who is bringing something to you. So an aspect of yourself, like an inner voice in you, is telling you to try something more fertile, fun, hippity and hoppity, like a rabbit. Page of Pentacles upside down. It's almost like you are purposefully procrastinating your own life, so much so that people refuse to stop giving you what it is that you deserve. Because you've put up so many walls and barriers and conditions on what can get through to you that you're not even seeing what's being offered to you. You're just seeing it through a filter of bitterness, instead of seeing it as this progression, this evolution. Page, Knight, Queen. Or we can go Queen to the Knight to the Page. You're either evolving or de-evolving, but you're not doing anything. You're staying in a pattern and avoiding moving forward or letting anybody else in. Doing so would mean that you'd have to grow, and you'd have to be the person who enjoys whatever is on the other side of these spikes. Which means this person can't exist anymore the way that she does now, he or she. So you have to change yourself. You have to allow yourself to transform. You have to put down the walls and see what's coming for you. And what is coming for you? What greatness is coming for this person, this energy? King of Swords. Bottom of the deck is King of Wands. King of Pentacles, the High Priest, King of Cups, good God, Two of Wands, Ace of Swords. Oh my goodness, options much? You have so many people telling you things. Fire, King of Cups, King of Earth, King of Fire, King of Water, King of Air. And then the High Priest. A community, a marriage, a union. God, divinity, the source, the matrix. Like however you want to look at it, whichever way you want to put it into the fractal. What's coming for you is a wake-up call from somebody who is going to be speaking a lot of truth to you. Who's going to make your defenses seem like a child's force. Because they're going to logic this defensive Queen of Pentacles into a queen that can hang out with lots and lots and lots of royalty. Two of Wands, Ace of Swords, Empress. And underneath the Empress is the Ten of Swords and the Three of Cups. You are deathly afraid of a reunion. You really are. Hiding behind walls, avoiding legal matters, avoiding names and documents, and just hiding behind the logic of it. When the truth of everything going on is that you are in some kind of a massive divine play. And there are 4 other people, possibly 5, 2 of which constantly kind of seem to tell you the same thing. Their point seems to be from the universe itself, the omniverses. The common thread seems to be connected through an older gentleman in your life. Or somebody who exhibits very stern grandfather kind of love. This is like somebody being afraid of their own coronation. This queen is all hiding over here behind these sticks while he's pointing up at her and the King of Pentacles and the King of Air and Swords. And the Empress is down here just waiting for you to move through all these kings to get to yourself. You literally have everything that you could ever want. And everybody's working to work it with you. You have so much help. And the only person that can get in your way is yourself. By being afraid and lying to yourself and not moving forward with company and parties and just having a celebration and avoiding everything within yourself and just hiding how you feel. And yeah, you don't want to do any of that. You have to be honest with yourself. The way I'm sensing this is that the moment this energy of this barrier, this fear of being who you are, so much so that you hide behind an immature version of yourself because you're afraid of the goddess or god that you truly could exhibit yourself as being. You hide behind this immature sense of being afraid and wounded. And this other person is coming into your life, maybe through some kind of a thing you watch on the computer. Maybe somebody that, at some point in the conversation, like when you spoke to them within the last time you talked to them, they made a really sharp point that made you think, which has gotten you to move and take action on it. Someone else has been telling you very grounded, earthy things and just focused purely on money. And this person, you should really listen to their money advice. Really. If you know somebody who's really good with money, talk to them. Get advice. Because you have the potential of connecting with someone this week that you really can make a lot of money with. It's a great partnership. You have the potential of a partnership that can bring you massive amounts of creativity and passion. All of these partnerships will bring you travel and the ability to speak for yourself again. One of these energies doesn't really feel all that serious. And honestly, it's the King of Cups to me. He feels a little belligerent, honestly. So whether it's a water sign or, I think the telltale sign of this King of Cups is he lives up to his name and has a cup in his hand all the time. The King of Swords, you can tell this person by knowing that no matter what they say, they have a point and it's valid. You can't judge their point because of any bias. That's how you can tell this King of Swords character in your life. What they say is actual factual truth. Like, you can't argue it, really. King of Pentacles will always tell you to take care of yourself physically first. Take care of your home and comfort and finances. The King of Wands will, from what I've learned, the King of Wands character is the one in your life where you know you're going to get burned by dealing with this person. You know it. You know he's going to break your heart and you still go and talk to him or her. That's the King of Wands. No matter who you are, you have this person in your life that if you go and talk to this person, they will break your heart somehow. No matter at what vibration or frequency, no matter how high or low or whatever, they have the most potential to break your heart. The King of Cups is the one with the most potential to make you completely feel like you lived a fantasy and then it's just iced. Ice, gone, gone. Where is it? It's gone. Did it ever happen? Nope, don't know. Who knows? They each have this human trait that they all share. Illusions, logic, comfort, passion. You as the Empress, to get from the Queen of Pentacles to the Empress, have to embody all the kings first. What is that for saying? Behind every great man is an even greater woman. Behind every single one of these men is you, the lady, the Queen of Pentacles. Maiden, mother, crone. You see how that works? And then you have the King of Swords, the Ace of Swords here. And the Two of Wands being ready to move forward and travel and begin the foundations of a marriage. Begin the foundations of something that will never ever be breakable ever again. Ever. I haven't seen this in a card reading. Ever. Maybe I have like 4 kings, the Emperor, the High Priest, the Lady, and the Queen of Pentacles. And then this perfect little... Jeez. What have I picked up on? Okay, so let's say that you're wise enough because of all this earth energy and air energy. And the Ace of Swords, which is you're wise enough. to put your guard down and communicate authentically. Because you have all of this kingly support, this Game of Thrones scenario going on over here, where you're about to get your kingdom and your baby dragons, and the guy, and the sword, and all the kings are going to, you know, proclaim you the emperor or an empress. And the smack talker inside you grew up and became really your best friend. That's all of this. Because apparently this reading is connected to the other one I was doing. And within this week, you're about to meet somebody who's going to completely change your life again. And you've known this person, and this person changed your life before too. But this time you really have a possibility of getting pregnant. Just FYI. You could very well get pregnant on this week. Be careful. I mean, if you want it, blessings and congratulations. But otherwise, be careful. There is a lot of sausage party going on here. And I mean that in the most loving way. Here, let me turn you here so you can see, because there's another card right there. And you're dealing with a group of people. You really are. This isn't just about you. Your energy here is very distinct. You're somebody who's not ready for their own shoes. That's who you're making yourself out to be. I'm sorry to be the bearer of, like, you know, cold King of Cups water in your face, but your energy is a very immature representation of who you truly are. And you are much more of an elegant, sophisticated, dapper gentleman, lady, than you've made yourself out to be. And these people in your life, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then potentially a community of people. Sorry, there's something itchy on my neck. I have to adjust my neck. Hold on. Sorry, it's my pendant. And it got all itchy for a minute because it's tangled in my other. Anyway. You are always going to remember this week of your life. Always. I'm telling you, in the other video I was saying, mark down December of this month, or February 12th. 212. 12. I kept seeing 12 in that card, in that reading. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards. It's 12 cards. You guys. Anything else for this awesome story that we've uncovered? And the Queen of Cups underneath the deck. The Ten of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. What more do you want right now? Because you have everything and everybody's trying to help you to give you what else you want. You're also connected to Source, and the Magician is underneath the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Swords underneath her. With the Page of Swords upside down. Someone's spying on you. Be careful, please. And I don't mean that in a harmful way. Just like someone feels emotionally distraught over here. I don't know if you can see this. Yeah. Queen of Cups with the Magician, so somebody really in charge of their emotions, manifesting things they want, doing the good, you know, nothing bad, all pure and good intentions. And then this Queen of Swords with the Page of Swords, and the Three of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Four of Swords. Someone's being a bitch to you. And it has nothing to do with a relationship. Someone in your life, in your circle of friends, has been very not kind to you. And it's gonna come to pass this week. And there's nothing you can do about it, just FYI. You already know this, the pain's already there, you've already held on to it for over 4 years, or 4 months, for something. You've attempted to be healing from it for at least 4 time of something. So weeks, days, months, years. It feels like years though. Some wound you've been carrying around for 4 years. And you have everything you could ever want, and still it's not enough. Look at how dissatisfied this old man is. And this is the same person, look, in the Wheel of Fortune. A new cycle, a new start, a new attempt at something. Is the same one as the Queen of Pentacles. Well, kind of as the Empress, but she kind of maybe dyed her hair. Please do yourself a favor this week. Be braver than you've ever been in your life. Be kinder than you've ever been in your life. Be pretty, don't be petty. Isn't that what that saying is? Don't be petty, be pretty. I think that's what it is. And you're worth more than you're aware of. You really are. And inside you, like this Magician over here, you can't really see it, is pointing to the Empress's belly, which is pregnant. The Queen of Cups is right under the King of Cups. And he's looking at the story of the King of Wands and the King of Swords unfolding. And they're waiting for the Queen of Pentacles to open up to them and show her soft side. That way union can take place inside of herself, from her immature side to her mature side, and she'll be this new person with a new way of thinking, ready to move into who she truly is and have everything she's ever wanted. Well, to allow herself to have everything she's wanted. And in this process of manifesting your life, which is coming to pass, like some big manifestation is coming this week. Really, your day from dawn is going to be completely different than it's ever been. Two days seems here. On the third, two circles, 1, 2, a loop. Third day, fourth day. No, how many fingers you holding up, Merlin? By the 5th day, it'll be completely clear to you. By the 3rd day, you'll kind of have a knowing of what's going on. Something inside you is going to be a little back and forth, a little uncertain of things. But overall, by the 5th day, from the time you watch this video, the world around you will be reflecting back at you. A lot of these things you've been manifesting, that you've been avoiding because they will help you be your best self. And they're not bad things. They just seem bad if you go at them with immaturity. Because this entire reading can go completely into a lower version of itself. And instead of resulting into something positive, you can completely not destroy your life this week. Sorry, but you really can. If you're not authentic this week, if you don't have your boundaries and your compassion and kindness, your mercy, your honesty, your genuine, factual, who you are, this person, this gentle soul of yours is who you are, and you're gonna embody it. You're gonna let your vulnerability be your armor. Then this week will be great for you. But if at any point you pretend in any way, shape, or form to be something you're not, and then you're communicating with other people with that mask of yours on, they see right through it. They really do. All of these kings are directly looking at the reader, including the high priest. They're all looking directly at the reader except the King of Cups. He's looking over at this missing spot here, which is your significant other. The other puzzle piece. The Magician is pointing at the Empress. The High Priest is pointing at the Queen of Pentacles. So you and your mother could be significant people in this. The Queen of Cups is simply just absorbing all of this energy and using it to do something with it for herself. Not like an energy vampire, but she's the person around you who does something better with her time. I hope that makes sense to you. So you know how like you have that friend in every group where they're always doing the thing that's completely authentic to their heart, to their inner conscience. So like the person who would cry if the goldfish died. Someone really, really connected to their inner child, their greatest self, their source, their everything. And they really get what they want, to the point where they're not even looking, they're just trusting the universe. But these kings and this high priest and this old man in the Ten of Pentacles looking over at the wheel turning, as if this event is going to take multiple courses for you. The one you're currently on, if you don't, and I mean this in the kindest way, if you don't put your guard down in life and really let people into all the moments, including the immature ones, you're really going to not like yourself later, because you're going to have to keep up the fakeness. Look, this guy is completely discontent with everything he has. Can you see this? He's completely unhappy with everything that he has. He's tired, he has a headache. The little girl is just like playing with her nails instead of anything. Look, right there. She doesn't even really care about the dog. She's just kind of paying attention to him with one hand. The other one is just doing, chores. And this one just got home from somewhere. It doesn't seem like the normal Ten of Pentacles, does it? Like, they all have everything they want. They're just not grateful for it. It's become a routine thing. This is so interesting. And it's such a strong energy. It's such a prominent, clear, visible story. I really am, I'm kind of confused by all this, honestly. And I don't say that often at all, or with, you know, ease. It's a little strange. It doesn't really apply to me. I barely know this many people. So, and I don't include myself in these readings. But I'm seeing this so clearly. And I cannot stress this enough. You have roughly 2 to 3 days to really get your head out of your own butt and allow your inner critic, the one who's been saying mean things to you, you tell that mean person in your head, thank you for these things that no one else would tell you. So if your inner critic is telling you something and you're putting walls up to other people thinking that they're going to do the same thing to you, and your inner critic's like, oh, you're chubby, oh, you're this, oh, you're that, whatever it is, you know, the mean self-talk you have when you're completely just tired with the world, the grumpy face you have, let it work for you. If you're telling yourself that your butt looks big in those jeans, why don't you go try some different jeans on? If you're constantly telling yourself you're going to get fat when you eat that, why don't you actually tell yourself good things when you're eating other stuff? Think of something good to say instead. Take it as constructive criticism. Oh, this thing's going to make me fat. Well, at least I'll have curves. You know, at least my boobs will be bigger. Or something constructive instead of constantly barricading behind the same fiery way of being, the same boring kind of, oh no, Queen of Pentacles in her boringness. I mean, come on. And I only say that because of the upside down Page of Pentacles. Like, this person has a very immature inner child. And if you would just allow this inner child to rest instead of driving your car, these people wouldn't seem so out of your league to you. You'd actually be above, like, you'd feel more confident than you think they feel. I hope that makes sense. And be careful with your emotions. There's no reason to ever allow any other person to take you out of your peace. Ever. Take a page out of the Queen of Cups book. Whose opinion of you matters more? Theirs or Source? And if Source loves you unconditionally all the time, then what does any opinion of you matter anyway? And if no opinion matters, no issues from any other family member, whether this is 20 different relatives or your parents or your inner voice conversations, whatever it is, if no one's input matters other than how do we get this Queen of Pentacles to this Empress? How do we get you to the version of you where you don't feel fake? Because if you're putting walls up, you're a fake person. What are you hiding? What are you protecting? What is so important that you're going to be sitting and holding it there in this kind of, oh, look what I have, I'm going to beat the drum of it. Oh, look what I have, I'm going to protect it, and I'm scared of protecting it, but look at how brave I am for doing so. Like, it's totally pointless. You don't need to be defensive. Truth is being communicated to you and through you, but if you handle it with emotions that aren't, if you handle it with emotions that are considered petty by the wiser version of you, then you're going to get a really salty effect this week. I'm telling you now, and I hope I'm wrong, but I'm seeing this really clearly. It's like a TV episode, and I'm going through every card's meaning internally, and it's like a jackpot machine that just keeps coming up as the same story. The immaturity's got to go. You can't be, whoever Guinevere was before she was Guinevere, wife of King Arthur, Queen of England or whatever, Queen of Camelot. You can't be the person that isn't. If you're trying to be a CEO, you can't go bagging, groceries. Sure, you start out somewhere, but if you're already thinking you're going to be a CEO, the only reason you're going to have been the bagger at a grocery store or whatever is because you're putting steps in with this Knight of Pentacles who's over here that you can't see. Because you're putting slow and steady steps in to move forward. But if you're putting those steps in and you're getting in your own way and being defensive, then the communication, the comforts, the passion, the love, the romance, the travel, the decisions, the actions being taken, the empire you can build, the literal legacy you can leave behind, the constant new beginnings and things you do to, clear the deck, the forgiveness, the release, to manifest something better. Like, you can have this better life, but you have to put down the rhythm that you've built to give yourself this sad story of why you're not good enough to be your best. Don't make me come over there and grab you by the ear. Jeez, I need to go eat. This is... Oh, I guess I should do another one for the other person. Oh, jeez. So, guys, Nine of Pentacles, would you please have some self-respect for yourself? Please. Because you really have this opportunity this week to be the freshman, like day one of, not the rest of your life cheesy thing. I've heard that so many times. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. No, today is the first day, the first hour of the person that you know you already are. You just have to let go of the person that you haven't been for at least 4 years. And yeah, you've changed a lot, you've grown, you've evolved, you've blah, blah, blah. And you're going to constantly do those things. But for right now, in this very now moment, the energies around all of this point to a scared version of you making decisions that a